This is a Ryobi 10-inch drill press. This is what I actually drill holes in each individual blank before I make a pin. This material that we're working with today is called Corian countertop material. What countertops are actually made out of. This is a vise that's specially made for cutting blanks. It keeps it perfectly lined up. We'll stick these blanks on here. I'm going to glue these brass pieces inside the blanks, and we have bushings on here which I'll turn down to the bushings, and then we'll sand it, and that's how the pin's made. Okay, what this is a sander. We're going to actually square these ends up. So the brass here is sticking out just a little bit. We're going to put each one of these blanks, one's the back and one's the front. We're going to put each one of these blanks on the mandrel. Okay, this is called a gouge. We're going to actually remove the material. We're going to turn the lathe on. It's about 900 RPMs that it's running at. And all we're going to do is go across and take this material off. I'll start coming in on the edges and rounding it out a little bit. You could actually turn this all the way down to the bushings and make a smaller pin, or you can make a wider pin by doing this with it. A lot of the pins I like to make designs on them, like coves and beads. This tool is for smoothing it out. What we're doing is we're cutting it right down to the bushing. And we'll go from 320 grit, and what we're going to do is take all this off and we're going to sand it. Okay, basically what we're going to do is we're going to smooth it out with about 4 different grains. And what we do is we fold the paper, we get in between all the grooves that we cut, wipe it with a towel. Now we're going to go with the grain to help take any scratches out. So what we do is we just sand it all the way around. When you put the finish on it, it doesn't show all the sand marks. Okay, and what we do after this is we're going to buff it on 2 buffing wheels over there. One is called a triple E, which actually takes any scratches out, and the other is a white diamonds, which actually polishes the material. Now this is a pin press, and what this does, it presses all the parts together. And what we're going to do is we're going to push it right about where that line is, just above the brass, and that should be just about right. Okay, now we'll take the other pin assembly parts. These are 24 karat gold plated. They're better kits. You can get cheaper 10 karat kits, but they don't last very long. So, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to put the nib end on, which is where the pin actually comes out of. Okay, the ring goes on here. That's the center band. And then we push, I forgot one spot. Put the fill in. That screws in. These are cross refills. So when that goes out, you can just take the back off and replace it with a cross refill. And we have a complete pin. About 5 years ago, I went to a pin turning class in Texas, and took about a 4-hour course. And I always like working my hands, working with woods. You see from my shop, I have all kind of tools, and I bought these over the years, so when I retired I could build things. And it turned out that I make pretty good money doing it on the side as well. I make all different types of things: yo-yos, wine bottle stoppers, letter openers, different things like that. None of them are, any of them are the same. Each one's individual and different. Every time I put a pin or a bottle stopper on the lathe, I never know how it's going to come out until after it's done.